So there folks, welcome back to Lords of Football with me, Charon. I'm going to unpause the game, and off we go. So
You've got the hang of the ins and outs of running your own club. It's now time to take control of your team and develop them into an unstoppable force. The crown of best club in Europe is up for grabs. Are you up for the challenge?
Well, the guy ruined the intro, so there you go. Welcome back, as I was saying. Today we're going to be preparing for our cup match. English Cup, first round. And if we make it through that, we will get to the third round, which would be great. But our chances are slim, to say the least, after our dire performance in our friendly match yesterday, which was a 0-0 draw. What am I looking at? Competitions. English Cup. We are playing the Huddersfield Towers. Great. Obviously, if we draw in this cup match, it will go through to penalties. So we will have to see if we can make it through on penalties. I'm not sure our goalkeeper is going to be good enough for that. So anyway, our players are training. They've moved on to the same training we had them on yesterday, which means everyone was working on their passing, except for the goalies and the strikers. And what we're going to have to do today is we're going to have a look at some of our characters in more detail. We're going to start with the goalkeepers. Charon is our primary goalkeeper. Now, as you can see, his handling has improved to 67. It says it can have a max of 33, so he has got the potential to reach a natural value of 100 handling, although it's going to take some time. Aerial ability hasn't improved yet, so we don't know what his maximum is, but I would imagine it is also plus 33, which would give him 80, 91. Still not too bad. What we may do is eventually buy a new goalkeeper and keep Charon as the substitute. Simon Lepointevin, maximum of 31, on to 62, gives him 93, that's not great. And Ismay, oh terrible, 53 with a max of 25, so she's only going to get up to 76, so Ismay can pretty much be sold. There's no point keeping her around. We will, on the first transfer window, we will sell her and get a replacement goalkeeper. So there you go, that's that. Let's have a look at the strikers. Alphalos de Blundville. His finishing is 80, which is not too bad. Creativity is not fantastic, neither is positioning. Aerial ability, not great either by the looks of things. I mean, he can probably max out finishing, so we may end up keeping him around as a substitute, but yeah, it looks like we're going to end up replacing him at some point. Rose Restall, oh god, terrible. 57 finishing, it's not good. Alpha the Author, though, pretty good. Here we go. High dribbling, high finishing, good creativity, good positioning. This will probably end up being our star striker. He's already 4 stars, and as we train him up and he maxes these things out, the only slight negative to him is his natural fitness, which is really, really low. So we'll have to work on that. We'll bring him up, but he's still not going to be perfect. But yeah, it looks like Arthur Dissolins is a pretty good player. We'll be keeping him around, I think. I don't see any reason to not keep him around. Excellent. So that's that. We don't need to look too deep into the midfield and the defence just yet, but we'll have a look at the first 11. So we've got pretty average stats on Sedany. Who's this? Fourth Wind. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Very good stamina. Very good fitness. Not bad. There's some good potential on Fourth Wind. Ronald de Vupont. Pretty middling look. All in the 40s and 50s. He'll be one that's unfortunately going to get sold off. Demetrius. Passing is way too low for a decent midfield. That's going to max out at 75. Which means, unfortunately, it won't be worth keeping him around either, so we'll probably end up selling him. Before I look at the defence, I'm just going to put a few people in the physio who I've noticed are getting tired. Now, we don't necessarily need to put people in the physio. Oh, if I can just grab them, there we go. But it's the fastest way to get the physio upgraded is to actually use it. So we are going to massage. Yes, massage. Drop them in for a massage section. There we go. How's everybody else doing? Pretty good. So let's have a quick look at defence for the first 11. Ulrich Bricks. Ulrich Bricks is pretty good, actually, yeah. His important skills are nice and high. They can max out, definitely be able to max out marking and aerials at 100. Not sure about positioning, but it could still get pretty high. Good strength, good stamina, good natural fitness. He's definitely worth keeping around, I think. Helvis, again, pretty good on the marking. Pretty good on passing. Good free kick ability. That's always nice to have. And probably max her out at 100. And then if we ever do need to go to penalties and anything, at least she's there. Pretty good positioning. Yeah, high stats all around. We like her. We'll probably keep her around as well. Slightly weaker defender here, Gandalf Raleigh. Very good speed though. And the marking position, not too bad. Not too bad. In fact, yeah, we might be able to train this guy up to a decent standard. His aerials are a bit low, but other than that, not bad at all. And Cambry. We'll come back to Ancambry because the official training hours are over. I shall blow the whistle. Ancambry. Very good fitness, very good stamina, very good positioning. Oh yes, pretty good as well. So we've got some good potential players in the first 11. Most of the defence looks like they'll end up being reasonably good with a bit of training. A couple of midfielders need replacing, a couple of strikers need replacing. Definitely going to have to sell Ismay. That's just, there's no way around that. She's not going to get anywhere near good enough to be even a reserve goalkeeper. Right, so the people are going to head off into town for their nightlife. Now then, we have a cup match tomorrow, so I am going to have a look through our first 11 and just make sure that their needs are being satisfied. So Ulrich, yep, pretty much fine. Sedany, bang on, everything in the centre, that's brilliant. Althalos, also in the centre, oh brilliant. Terwin. Helvis growing. Here we first. Can't speak anymore. Here we see the first yellow bar, as I mentioned on the previous episode, that it will start to creep up towards an addiction. Helvis spending a bit too much time nomming all the pies, so we might want to watch where he is going this evening and make sure it's not the restaurant. Slight gambling tendency for fourth win. There's even looking a bit guilty. Gambling for Gandalf, food for Anne, partying for Arthur the author. But yeah, nothing too drastic, nothing too drastic. I don't think we even need to worry about those people. We'll let them just do whatever they want. It looks like partying, gambling and food are the only thing people are currently growing an addiction to. Yep. And we could, if we wanted to, even switch those activities around to try and mix it up a bit, but let's not. Let's leave them to it. Let's let them enjoy themselves. We'll zoom in on the disco, have a look who's in there. Just let me clear my... Oh yeah, the filters are all cleared. This isn't unfortunately a bug, that sometimes they get left with the little icon above their head. Can't do anything about that. So this is the disco. Some young ladies there. I'm quite surprised there is no sex activity for the disco. It is just disco fever until you can unlock the chocolate party. Don't even ask. Just do not go there. There is a chocolate party which switches the disco activity to food. So yeah, that's a thing. So it's having a quick slurp there. Yes, Ego at the Meet the Player fan club, which none of our players have gone in for. The restaurant, quite a few people at the restaurant. We only have food an option there, but we can switch that to alcohol later in a wine tasting evening. The pub is currently on alcohol, and obviously, as I said, that is the only place at the moment we'll be able to switch it to sex. Radio, Ego only. There's one player in there, look, having his interview. It's Alienor Blankpaston. Great. And the casino, which we can switch between gambling and Ego. I don't know why there's so many Ego options, I really don't. It seems unnecessary. considering the other two ego options, the radio and the fan club, you can't switch them out for anything. So this seems sort of redundant. You tend to just leave this on gambling. In fact, the only reason you would ever switch that is if all your players are developing a gambling addiction, so that you can just cut the access to the gambling completely. But that's it, that was the end of that day. So it's time for the cup match. Hopefully our players are rested and chilled and fully enjoying their nightlife. We've improved their passing, but, you know, their skills still haven't improved drastically. So it's going to be a difficult match. It's going to be a difficult match. If we're going to make it through this, it's going to be on a wing and a prayer, I'll tell you that much. So I'll just let the lag settle down a bit. There we go. Right, Huddersfield Towers, 1.5-star team. We are 3 stars. We've got better attack, the midfield is pretty even, and our defence is stronger. This could well end up being a draw going through to penalties. When the midfield's quite even like this, it tends to spend a lot of the match with the ball just being knocked back and forth and never really getting near the goal line. So let's go for it, let's go for it. They're playing 4-4-2, 4-4-2 offensive by the looks of things, same as us. So pretty even in formation. We'll have a quick zap on the old... Oh, okay. So already Arthur the Author is still a bit tired from training. I did say this was going to happen. So there is a small possibility we'll have to sub Arthur the Author. Did that guy just score? Oh my god. I wasn't even paying attention. Watch this replay. This was in the first... Look at this guy! Oh! 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 Can you believe it? So we're 1-0 down, 2 minutes into the match and we're already 1-0 down. Our cup dreams are being shattered. Absolutely shattered. Arthur's upset. He's upset and he's weak on energy. That's probably not going to help his performance at all. After half time we'll probably end up subbing him, and it looks like Ronald as well is going to need some subbing. Terwin's not happy, which, you know, is to be understanding, since though he just let a goal through. Oh, thank God. Oh. For a moment then I thought that was going to be a second one down. So yeah, not a great start. Oh, thirsty work. Thirsty work. Come on, guys. Let's see if Derpsville can at least equalise this and go through on penalties. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? See, the problem is, it's just... our players, they've got no sort of possession. They just give the ball away. Oh no! Oh no! Another goal to the Huddersfield Towers. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Aerial ability, you see. That was some good aerial work by their guys. Terwin just had no chance, did he? Absolutely no chance. Oh no! It looks like we might be out of the cup already, people. I think we're gonna struggle to bring back 2 goals. Although Forthwind's having a bloody good effort at it. No, the goalies get to that. Oh. Can't believe how quick! I can't believe how quick they've just stomped all over us, basically. Barely started the match and we've lost. We've lost. It's going to be a miracle. I mean, look at that. He was passing up and suddenly just wasn't ready. She has managed to cross it in, though. But, yeah, as you can see, we need a lot of work. We need a lot of work. Oh, that was a surprising move there. Their player decided he didn't want the ball after all, after tackling her, and just left it. But unfortunately, a crappy attempt on goal. Oh, no, we didn't win that head. Oh, yes, there we go. Got possession back for a bit. Alphalos got the ball. Nope, on his arse. On his arse. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I believe it's the strength trait that stops them getting knocked straight on their arse like that. It seems to affect the strikers the most, because they're generally concentrating on other areas. Arthur the Author's offside there. He's also very tired, though we're not too far off half-time. Oh no! Oh, good clearance there by the defender. So they've got a throw in right near the box. Somebody needs to get the ball off him. No, they haven't. Come on, tackle him! Don't just stand there. Oh no! Oh. Well, at least that didn't go in. If we can at least like not lose any more goals, that would be great. We're getting humiliated by a team that's got a 1.5 star rating. That's the tragedy of it, really. Oh, terrible, terrible. What are you doing? Come on. Oh, and then a foul. Great, yeah. Good plan. Good plan. That was a great idea. That's really going to help. Please clear that out. Oh. They just... No one's going in for him. Oh, there we go. There we go. Gandalf's done it. Gandalf grew a pair. If we can just keep the ball away until half-time, we can bring some subs on. Get some fresh feet on the pitch. Oh! Very close. Very close. Right, half-time. Half-time. So we want to watch these energy bars. Once they drop down a little bit, we're going to bring off Arthur. Bring off probably Ronald. So which way are we shooting now? We're shooting up the pitch. So we want to make sure they don't get a good run down the side, which they are doing. Oh, thank God. You can see where we need to train people in specific skills. I mean, dribbling for the strikers, passing for the midfield as well, because their passing is terrible at the moment. And I think marking, which is one of the next things we're going to unlock for the main pitch, which will help them with their tackling, help them so they don't just stand there looking at these guys and actually get in there. That's it. Get in there and tackle him, get the ball off him. God, kick it straight up his arse for some reason. Right, they're making their first sub. Now's a good time to think about ours. 57 minutes in. 57 minutes in. So we'll give it a few minutes. And then we'll bring Arthur the Author off. Because it's not that it matters. It's not like the ball is getting anywhere near him at the moment. Oh God, they've broken through the defence. But Ulrich Bricks sorted them out. Passed it up to Arthur. Managed to actually pass it to Ronald. Fouled onto his face. Fouled onto his face. Right. Whilst the ball's getting battered around, we're going to sneak into the tactical editor. We haven't been in here yet, so let's go have a look. The match is now paused. And we're going to go into the subs. So Arthur the Author, we're going to bring him off. Our only substitute is Rose Stolt, who unfortunately, as you can see, is inferior in every single way. But she has got 100 energy, so that is brilliant. So we'll bring her on. Another person I want to bring off is Ronald de Vupont, who is a centre midfielder. And we don't have a centre midfielder to bring on, so I'll be bringing on the left midfield, Emmeline Vion, who is actually better than Ronald in some areas. Not much better, but a bit better. And she'll be on the left side of the pitch, so hopefully it won't matter that she's playing out of position. And that is it. We'll keep an eye on Alphalos, but I don't necessarily want to sub him if I don't have to. Mainly because we don't have anyone to sub him for. There is no other striker. So we'll go ahead and put the order in for that. Next time the ball goes out of play, those subs will take place. Alphalos has actually managed to get the ball. Oh, and he's taken a shot, and it's no, it's been saved. But we get a corner kick. A corner kick could be good. Sometimes we can capitalise off this. Rose is coming in really fresh, so maybe she can make something of it. That would be nice. Let's see how this plays out. Halavis with a good free kick in should be taking the kick. So it should be on target. Oh, and they cleared it out. Although we've got it back in. Come on. No, just dicking about. Backwards and forwards. But we're still there. We've still got presence. No, we haven't. Although the defender is dicking about. What is he? What is he? He just kept that for ages. He was just taking the piss. Rose isn't going to tackle. The strikers always seem very reluctant to tackle for some reason. Although Alphalos did go in for a slide there. That would have probably been a foul if it had connected. Alphalos is quite tired. Can he make it for another 15 minutes? I think he can. I think he can make it. Who are they subbing? They're bringing off their striker for a defender. Very odd choice. I mean, hopefully if they sub their really good players for crap ones, there's a small chance we can pull it back. But with 15 minutes left, I really doubt we're going to score 2 goals. Especially if we're just going to let the guys walk into the box like that. Rose was still offside. That didn't look like it, but never mind. Never mind. We'll have to take the computer at its word there. That was a terrible shot on goal. Who was that? Was that one of them substituted defence strikers? Oh, I can't believe it. Our cup dreams are over, pretty much. So at least now we can refocus. We can say at least the league is the important thing to worry about this season. I mean, we were never going to win the cup this season, were we? So it's not the end of the world. But yes, we definitely need to do something about our goalkeeping. Our goalkeeping is what let us down there, I think. They're bringing off yet another substitute. How's Alphalos looking? 4 bars? Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. We won't bring him off. We'll just leave these guys to it. 7 minutes left. No chance of scoring. Not a chance in hell. Cup dreams going down the toilet. There's some good aerials back there, though. I think it might be worth if getting everyone. Oh no! Oh, Jesus Christ, guys! We just conceded a 3rd goal. Well, that's going to tank everyone's mood. Alphos is exhausted, but fuck him. Fuck him completely. This was a disaster. An absolute disaster. Thank God it's not a league match, really. Because that would be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing indeed. What the fuck was that? What was that? Just don't let him score again. There we go. Thank God. Match is over. Match is over. The embarrassment has ceased. So Huddersfield Towers completely trounced us. Goals at 2 minutes, 13 minutes and 87 minutes. Man of the match, Simpson. Performance ratings. See, look at their performance ratings. 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. Really high. Look at our performance ratings. 4.5, 3.5. 5, 4.5, 6. And these guys, we had double their rating. So it just goes to show you can't really take the ratings at face value. Never mind. Never mind. We've been kicked out of the National Cup. It's a shame, but we have to focus on the league now. That's exactly what I was thinking. We can still do it, guys. We can still. All we have to do is stay in this sort of, middle of the table in the league till the transfer window. Buy a decent goalkeeper. That's the way forward. And I think Charon is going to definitely have to stay in goalkeeper training, sort of permanently, until he gets a lot better at saving goals. Now then, we've completed one of the challenges. Yeah, you've made a good start with the team's technical skills, 50 points. Handling train now available on the small pitch. Brilliant. This means we can put Charon on the small pitch on his own, just working on his goalkeeping, which is fantastic news. That's exactly what we need. So we'll close that. And that is the end of the episode, people. So I'm going to save it there. And the next episode, I believe, is the first match of the Premier League. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.